500. Here's your host and broker owner, Dan Gemus.
Good morning, everyone. It is 7:07 this morning. It is not.
No, it's not.
What time would it be? 6:07 normally?
No, it's 6:07.
Yes, it'd be 6:07. No,
Right.
it is 7:07, almost 7:08. So wake up, wake up.
It feels like 6:07.
It, I
Well,
wonder
look at
why.
that moon. I thought it was the sun. I'm so screwed up already.
What's going
It's
on?
bright. Is it a full moon last
What
night or
is
not?
this?
Seriously.
I don't know. There was some
I'll have
full
to
moons
look
this
that.
week, wasn't there?
Yeah. I'm
Well,
not sure.
I've got Susan Reaume and Shawn LeBlanc in studio with me today. Thank you for joining me. We have lots of exciting stuff to talk about today.
It's going to be a good show.
We've got Chris Gibb from Gibb Insurance Brokers coming on with us if he's awake. Hopefully he remembers the time change. In just about 10 minutes, we'll talk about claims with wind and roof.
Oh, there was a windstorm?
Was there? Did we see anything happening? Anything's flying around? Did you see Dorothy just kind of...
Well, my roof got hit. I showed you guys the pictures.
We all got hits. We'll talk about that in a
Oh,
second.
yeah.
We have, what else we have to talk about today? We have, some best countries in the world rankings. And last week on the show, we talked about a New York Times article that ranked Canada #1 for places to visit in 2017. This is a whole different article on the U.S. News Best Countries ranking. And we'll tell you where Canada ranks on that one. It's pretty cool. And then we're going to talk about the Essex Windsor Solid Waste Authority has a new program. It's called the Goldstar Recycler Program. And if you are a good recycler, if you're a gold recycler, if you really take time to, separate your things, and which I don't always do.
And
we'll
rinse.
talk about that. And rinse. Yeah. Then you could be eligible for this Gold Star Recycler program. So we'll talk to Heather Taylor from the EWSWA.
Okay.
I think I got that right. The Essex Windsor Solid Waste Authority, about their program and how it works a bit later after the news break at the bottom of the hour. But, a couple of celebrity news stories.
It just amazes me. Yeah, so we're talking about about the waste in the blue boxes.
Yeah.
How when you go to the States, you go to these big chain hotels, and so few of them actually support recycling.
I know.
Awful. I can't believe it. And it makes you wonder, too. Like, when they separate them, do they really throw them in the garbage, properly?
Wow.
I know.
You never know.
You never know. You just can only hope.
You can only hope.
Yeah.
So we all got affected somehow by the windstorm. Did your house get anything, Sue?
Yes. Well, actually, our shed,
Your shed? Blew
with
away?
our lawnmower collapsed.
Blew away.
Yeah.
It collapsed, seriously?
Yeah. Well, it's half standing. So
Oh, boy.
I know.
We
It'll
all
be
got...
all right.
Sean's roof is not in good shape.
No.
We're missing 2 shingles.
Okay.
So it could have been much worse for us.
Yeah.
But Sean's
Two
roof is...
bundles.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
bundles of
wow.
shingles are at least
Yeah.
missing. Our neighborhood, listen, every house in Windsor, Essex was, there's a good chance there
Was
was something affected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
it was
drove
pretty insane.
from Amherstburg to Leamington and then back to Lakeshore. And
Yes.
almost, it was every single house.
Yep.
Every single house had something wrong. It was
Mhm.
insane.
And some major issues
Yeah.
as
You
well.
show going through the backyards, and you see neighbors' shingles on the lawn.
I know.
Right. Normally, I'm just looking for dog leftovers.
Now it's like Dodge shingles too.
I know. My goodness.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I survived last weekend.
Oh, thank
Nick,
goodness.
I
Tell us
know,
more.
Well, you guys
Tell
all
us
had-
more.
You guys all had to suffer through it, leading up to it, right?
I was gone.
Nick, that's right. You were gone. You were
Yes.
on vacation.
Continue.
Now you're back.
Sorry.
Uh, so Nick decides to take a weekend, which was much deserved,
Of
considering I work
course.
500 hours a week,
Mm-hmm.
and go with her sister to Ottawa.
Awesome place.
And so, yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful
Love
city.
Ottawa.
And so she says, "Honey, I'm leaving." I said, "Oh,
Are you coming
Are you
back?
coming back? Yeah. Where are you going?" She says, "Don and I are going to Ottawa for the weekend." So it was going to be, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But then next thing you know, she was leaving Thursday night. I'm like, okay, I can do this.
Yep.
Dan can do this. 3 kids at home,
I'm so sorry I missed
10-month-old, a 3-year-old, a
Mhm.
5-year-old. I said, I got this. Piece of cake. And because we always share the duties at night. If when it wakes up, we share the duties. We've always been really good at
Mhm.
But you forget. And I often go away on
business trip.
on business trips or
Yes.
whatever, and she's there by herself.
Uh-huh.
But she's mom, and She's super mom.
Mm-hmm.
They can do everything.
She is incredible.
Oh, telling you.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, honey, go have fun. You can do this. I can do this. We can do this.
Me.
You can have fun if you try.
Go have fun. Just checking every 5 minutes, please.
Yeah. What time's your mom getting here,
yeah,
Nikki?
exactly. What time are our parents coming again? So we had a great, she had a great time, and it was a blast. So yes, we, on Sunday we took the boys, my parents and I took the boys to the Spitz game.
Oh,
There's
fun.
a charity thing that they bought tickets for, so we all went to the Spitz game and
Nice.
had a blast there. Olivia, my 3-year-old, fell asleep in the second period and didn't wake up till about 3 minutes left of the game.
Wow.
So
I do that too.
He enjoyed the game.
I'm
But-
not.
That's a late night for them.
We're like, what? It was a 2:00 game in the afternoon. Okay.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
yeah, no, he was just tired. We had a long weekend with Daddy, so it was lots of fun, and they were exhausted.
Wow.
But yeah,
Well, that's
it
good.
was
Good
fun.
things to make memories by, right?
That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
when's her next trip scheduled?
we're not sure. She has to get it approved.
We'll call her
first,
later
and-
today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it should be
What?
quarterly.
all
Yeah.
the women of the team are leaving. What? Sue, Kath?
Oh, you know what's
Corey,
hilarious? Oh, I'll
everybody.
tell you this.
Oh, tell me.
You don't even realize
Oh,
it yet. Okay.
Another vacation booked? Wait.
When Tim goes on his golf on his golf weekends, he's like,
Yes.
yeah, don't forget I've got this golf weekend, right? So weekends you think, yeah, maybe Friday to Sunday, right? So he typically goes with one of our friends, and it ends up being Wednesday through Sunday. So I'm thinking this is not a golf weekend. That's Wednesday,
Yeah, it's a
Thursday,
week.
Friday, Saturday, and sometimes they come home Monday. So 5 nights. Does that include a weekend? I don't know. Where have I been?
I told him, I said, Tim, since you've been working for us for, is it approaching a year yet? 6 months, 7 months?
I think it's been over a year.
Has it? Time just kind of.
I don't know. It's been so
all over the
much fun
place.
for all of us.
I know. Well, I said vacations are done, right? And
It's
I like to
over-
golf
oh.
on Wednesdays. I said, what? No, this is just not working for me.
It's his league on Wednesday.
I
right.
know.
Yes.
He
Which
deserves
is
it.
going to
He
be
works- he
starting
works
up
hard.
again, hopefully soon at the
Hopefully not.
Well, the end of April. Do you believe?
Hopefully not soon.
Do you believe we're going into March break already?
That's crazy.
I know. Tomorrow, Shawn and I were saying tomorrow's going to be a snow day, so I'm going to, I'm going to tease my son and tell him, oh, gee, you know what? If you were at school, you would have a snow day, but you're not at school.
It'll be all right. Snow coming, eh?
Maybe
We
go
need it.
toboggan
Yeah,
or
but-
something.
That'll be fun.
That'd be fun.
One last,
sure.
one last hurrah for the year.
Absolutely.
Right. So tickets went on sale this week for
Perfect.
our big event, Country at Heart. The Dan Gemus team presents Country at Heart, a big country party to benefit the Windsor Regional Hospital's intensive care unit. It's happening April 22nd. We are already 65% sold out
Isn't that something?
in the first week.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it's basically literally a big country party.
It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be a hoot. It's at Sprucewood Winery. And what we have, so basically, it's our take on the galas, right?
Right.
But bring your jeans and your boots and
Yeah.
just have a
relax.
good, relaxing time. No need to get dressed up and, go through the whole rigmarole. There's a couple of big 22-foot long barbecues coming, chicken and ribs, baked potato bar,
You're making me hungry.
s'mores bar, candy table where you'll find Shawn and I all night.
I think my seat is right at the candy table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the candy and s'mores
Yeah.
bar tables. But the
We-
tickets on sale. You can find information at countryatheart.ca. If you search Country at Heart on Facebook, go to the Dan Gemus team websites. You'll find it all over the place. So countryatheart.ca. Tickets are $85. All proceeds are going to the ICU department at Windsor Regional Hospital.
Great
it's gonna
cause,
be
yeah.
it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have a good time. But yes, again, we wanted to just do something different, right? It's
Yeah.
it'll be
Well,
fun.
and it's nice because you're not spending the whole, like, coming from a woman's perspective, right?
Yeah.
I love going to galas and I love getting dressed up, but every now and again it's fun to just kick back, right?
You'll be a kickback here, Sue.
Yeah, be kickback girl.
The
Yeah.
cowboy boots.
That's right.
Are you
guys
wearing
bringing
cowboy
boots?
boots?
You guys have boots?
I'm
I have
not
boots.
telling.
You have boots. I've seen them. I have seen your boots.
Have you?
Yes.
I might.
You
Yeah.
have boots somewhere. I've seen them. I've seen you wear them,
Yeah.
I think.
I think I have them. I got to think this through. Tim's got a pair, that he's had since for
Oh, yeah.
25 years.
I've
These
got
are
my
going to
boots.
come back.
Yeah.
Not that style.
They're coming back.
Do they have
Yeah.
the little star at the back of the heel there?
yeah,
The little,
the little spurs.
little spurs.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, it'll be fun. You bringing boots, Shawn?
I'll probably go buy some boots.
Oh yeah. You gotta,
Mhm.
well, you
Or
gotta
I'll
buy
find
them now.
somebody.
You
I'll
gotta
find
get them
somebody
worn
with
in.
boots.
They're
What
really
about,
comfortable.
Are you doing a cowboy hat too?
I don't know if I'll do a cowboy hat.
Cowboy
He
dad.
already bought me a plaid, a plaid
Oh,
shirt.
nice.
She's like, oh, honey, I found your shirt. I'm like, oh. She opens it up. It's like bright red. I'm like, really?
Yes.
Bright red?
I think you want to say thank you, honey.
Yes, super.
Yeah, I love it.
Jeez. I think I better take her
amazing.
shopping for a weekend.
Yeah. Okay, before this gets too expensive, we're going to take a break. So when we come back, let's talk to Chris Gibb all about the wind insurance claims. A lot of people had issues with the past little gusts of wind that we had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 100-mile-an-hour
business
winds
for
we had
roofers.
this week. Oh, they're keeping busy.
Keeping busy.
So we'll talk to Chris and find out, what to typically expect from house insurance in situations like this. Okay, so lots more to come right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
You're on AM 800 CKLW, the information station.
Welcome back to the show. Susan Reaume, Shawn LeBlanc in studio with me today, and I think everybody at some point this week got affected by some a couple little snow gusts,
incidents,
but wind gusts,
right?
You know, a couple little, what was it, 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Just small ones.
Just small, tiny ones.
A little gusty.
But, how many times do we hear people saying, you know what, oh my gosh, I have to call the insurance company. So I said, you know what a great topic. Let's find out, how it works. Do insurance companies typically cover, missing shingles on roofs? Let's find out. So on the phone with us is our good friend, our insurance buddy, Chris Gibb from Gibb Insurance Brokers. Good morning, Chris.
Well, good morning, Dan. How are you? Are we 6:20 in the morning or 7:20 in the morning? I'm not sure.
And again, for those just tuning in, it is 7:22 in the morning. And I said at the beginning of the show, I hope Chris actually remembers about the time change.
Oh yes. I was threatened by my wife and children last night that it was only one ring when my phone rang this morning. There was no. If there was a second ring, you would just hear dead air. It would me being strangled.
Chris and I were joking on Friday about. I said, you know what? Because he said Sarah's not going to love me, with the phone ringing at 7 o'clock in the morning. And so I'll make sure I get Kyle, the producer, to call, hang up, and then
you're sick.
So hopefully that didn't happen. Obviously, Chris, is what you're telling me.
That's right. Right.
Well, you're welcome. So tell us, Chris. It's been a busy week for you.
I'll tell you, honestly, I've been in this insurance business for 20 years, and I have never had this many claims in one 24-hour period.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. Gosh. I think
you had to actually work, Chris.
That's right. That's right. We actually had to work. I was just listening before I called in. I mean, all three of you in there have a little bit of roof damage.
Yep.
Wind is one of those things that affects everybody.
Yeah, it does. No doubt. So how, I guess my first question is, the majority of the claims you got, Chris, how bad was the damage?
That's always the big question, because people's first reaction is, let's call the insurance. And if you're lucky enough to deal with an insurance broker, you get some advice, because the nightmare scenario is you call in a claim to your insurance company and then you find out the damage is under your deductible.
Yes.
So it's always best not to panic. See if you can get someone to come out and take a look before you pull the trigger on that claim.
Yep.
And if it's under your deductible, you're able to get it fixed yourself. And when it's over your deductible, off you go. That's what you buy insurance for.
Now, we've had a few people tell us that they called their insurance companies and they weren't covered for as much as they had anticipated. What is typical coverage? I know that's probably a loaded question because there's so many companies out there and they all have different coverage. But what is typical that you're seeing out there?
Well, I would find that relatively rare that someone's not covered for wind damage. Wind damage is one of those very, very basic coverages that's built into every insurance policy, that there's pretty well no limit to the amount of coverage you have for wind.
Huh. So will the insurance company typically replace, so if you've got a couple bundles of shingles missing, like Shawn, on his house, which literally is 20 shingles missing probably, Shawn? 30 shingles?
at least 20, 30 shingles.
Will the insurance company tend to replace the whole roof, or would they just replace the missing shingles?
Usually what they do is you're kind of caught in an odd situation. You can't really just replace the missing shingles.
Yeah.
but they're not going to replace the whole roof because of 20 shingles. They do what any reasonable homeowner would do, is generally you'll replace whatever slope those shingles came from.
Okay.
So, you know, if you've got a large roof area, a complicated roof area, you'll just need to replace the slopes that have damage to them.
No, quick.
Shawn, is that why I saw you up there with the shovel just taking their shingles off?
Maybe. By wind damage, you mean my two hands?
I'm kidding.
Now, Chris, if they replace the roof, are they going to put a better shingle on that slope, or are they going to match it to what is up there as far as the age of the shingle that's on the roof already?
Generally, what they'll do is they'll replace with like, kind, and quality is the term we use. So they'll try to replace as close as possible to what you had.
Huh.
So there does always there's always the option for the homeowner to say, well, if the insurance company's paying the lion's share of it, I might want to put in a few dollars because the guys are already there to get upgraded shingles. Or if the insurance company's paying for half my roof, I'll pay for the other half just so the whole thing is done at once. Those options are also always available.
Yeah, that's a good thought because people, if you're thinking of upgrading your roof, and at that time, maybe you do need a new roof, right?
Yeah.
So you can just kick in the extra bucks.
Like any other system in your home, it needs maintenance, it needs replacement. So sometimes you can turn it into a positive and think, rather than the insurance is only replacing half my roof, they're paying for half of the total roof, I might as well do the whole thing.
Right.
Oh, cool. So, Chris, we've got 30 seconds left. What is your advice for those listening right now, again, who've had issues? I guess it's call your insurance broker. Call your insurance broker, but before you file a claim, find out if it's worthwhile doing that. It's always upsetting when people file a claim and then they find out the damage is under their deductible, or it probably wasn't worth putting in the claim in the first place. Especially when you think, in Windsor we just had half of the county flood, the east side of Windsor and Tecumseh. Those same people now, there may be people who now have a second claim because of the roof and the wind. So, be careful, don't panic. It's just shingles. They can always be replaced. Of course. Chris makes a good point. And Chris has handled our insurance for years. And we did have a claim at one point. And, the first call was to him. And Chris was there 5 minutes later taking a look at what the situation was. So, that's when you have someone that you can actually call and deal with, it's amazing. Chris, how do people get a hold of you?
Our office, we're always available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's 519-736-8228.
Fantastic. And you have a new location.
Yes. We're right near the local Tim Hortons in Amherstburg. So anyone wants to buy me donuts, I'm always willing to go and eat a few donuts.
You rock, Chris. Thanks for the help, as always.
No problem, Dan. Good luck, and have a great morning.
Yes, you too. That's Chris Gibb with Gibb Insurance Brokers, with all kinds of insurance tips. They're always a great guy. So we'll come back with more right after this on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show. Welcome back to the show. Susan Reaume, Shawn LeBlanc in studio with me today, and it's time to talk about recycling. We all love to recycle.
Yep.
And there's a new program that the Essex Windsor Solid Waste Authority has put into place. And on the phone with us right now is Heather Taylor. She's the Waste Diversion Coordinator with the Essex Windsor Solid Waste Authority, and she's going to tell us all about the program. Good morning, Heather. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So tell us about this Goldstar Recycler program.
Yes, our Goldstar recycling program. This is our second kick at the can. We did a go at it in 2016, and we had 200 people submit applications to see if they were a Goldstar recycler. In 2017, we opened it up city and county-wide. In 2016, it was just for the city.
Okay.
So on Monday, we opened up registration, and we're asking all residents who think that they are Goldstar recyclers to go to our website and click on the gold recycling bin that's on the front page there, and they can fill out an application. And we will come and look at their recycling bins and see if they meet the criteria to deserve a Goldstar
Interesting.
recycle box.
So what makes somebody a Goldstar recycler?
Well, we have a criteria. The criteria being that they cannot have anything wrong in the recycle boxes. They cannot be mixing their material, so paper cannot go in your blue box, and your bottles and cans can't be mixed in with your red box and your paper. No plastic bags. No hazardous waste. You'd be surprised. We get things like propane tanks and batteries and other things like that. So we're pretty strict. We have a pretty specific criteria if you want to receive that gold box.
So Heather, I've toured the the plant a couple times, but remind people, if by mistake you throw in a bottle with the paper, it does get sorted out at the plant, correct? Like, it doesn't just all go to waste. They don't just pitch everything away and give up?
It's very difficult. We do our best, and what we need residents to know is we have a two-stream recycling program. We need residents to keep it separated. We need it separated because it goes into two separate spaces in the truck.
Gotcha.
And as you know, since you've been there, there's two completely different buildings. So, when those buildings were designed, they were designed just to manage paper in the paper box. So it makes it very difficult to try to grab the bottles and the things that were supposed to go in the blue box. So we make our best attempts, but that's not where it's supposed to go. So we really, really need residents and businesses and everybody to keep their material separated if they want it to be recycled.
Interesting. Okay, so once again, so somebody is interested in this program, they go online, they submit their application, and then you will come out and have a look?
And then I will come out and I will have a look. We will come out in the morning. We need residents to know that their boxes are supposed to be out by 6 a.m., so we will be coming out early in the morning before the recycling truck gets there. We're going to take a look at your boxes. We will kind of grade you. We will leave you a report card in your mailbox. And if you've passed the criteria, we will also leave you a gold box.
How cool. That's pretty neat. That's a neat program. It's different, right?
It is pretty neat. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a neat program. People seem to be very excited about it. We get lots of calls back and people being very excited that they received a gold box when they opened their door in the morning.
So while I have you on the phone, Heather, just a couple more things, because it's I know we love to recycle. We have a couple of the larger Herbie type of recycle bins. Is that an issue with the trucks at all? Do they mind that, or?
No, we don't mind that. That means you have a lot of recycling, which is great. We don't mind a lot of, we love a lot of recycling. We just want it to be the right stuff in the right place.
Okay.
And we just want residents to know and people to know if you are going to buy those, they do have to meet a North American standard. We don't want you to buy something that's not going to be compatible with our truck.
Sure, no doubt.
So you just want to make sure before you buy anything, if you're not sure, give us a call. It should say that on any of the recycling receptacles you're buying, at any of the businesses throughout the city.
Yep.
But, it's not an issue for the truck. It just has to meet that standard, and the trucks need to be able to lift it.
If someone finds that they don't have enough boxes, is there a way to get more boxes from the authority?
Absolutely. You can always come to the recycling center and purchase boxes. They're $6.
Okay.
But we do direct most of our residents and all of our residents. We sell our recycling bins at all the home hardwares.
Okay.
All throughout Windsor and Essex County.
Yep.
So, if you're being a good recycler and you need an extra red box or blue box, you can go to your local home hardware and you can purchase them for $6.
Okay. That's fantastic. Anything else you want to mention before we let you go?
No, we just want to let you know that to get your registrations, the first 500 people who register will be qualified for the gold box. So
how cool! Get your
keep
registrations
an eye
out
out
there.
for me early in the morning at the curb, inspecting your recycle bins.
Tell people one more time where they go to register.
Yeah, you can go to www.wecanrecyclemore.org.
wecanrecyclemore.org. Thank you so much, Heather. That's fantastic information. I think it's a cool program, and we'll see how it works out this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Of course, that's Heather Taylor. She's the Waste Diversion Coordinator with the Solid Waste Authority. So that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Because the kids are getting so involved in that kind of thing
I
now,
know.
too.
How do you guys rate yourselves on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would be a 10. My family would be a 2.
Really?
Every time I have to put out the recycle cans, I'm spending at least, 20 minutes just sifting and sorting.
Sifting?
And I mean, I've labeled them. I have 3 different shelves for different things. But no, it just
Tim
about
is
you,
the
Sue?
sift and sorter. I'm not going to lie. Well, it's right off the edge of our, in the garage,
Yeah,
right
us
off the
too.
edge of the
Yeah,
ledge.
yeah.
So sometimes,
You
like
just
it kind of
pitch.
heads, right or left.
Wherever
but,
it goes, it goes.
But he does such a good job sifting and sorting.
I'm gonna say I'm probably a 7 out of 10. But after hearing this interview, I will be a 10 out of 10. I promise, Heather. I promise. But it gets to the point where sometimes you're like, you know what? Ugh, I fell into the wrong one. I don't want to dig through there.
You still
know,
have time to sift
but-
it.
Yeah,
Nikki
time to sift.
probably does.
Nick would be the one that would sift.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
I will start to pay closer attention now.
Yes.
I promise. It's always authority.
I'm
But-
going to quiz you.
Oh, it
when
is.
when do you get, when's your blue boxes go
Ours
up?
are every other Friday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, first of all, this is my one gripe. I think recycling should be every week, and the garbage should be every 2.
Oh, that's a good
Although
point.
it would stink. But I think recycling should be at least every week.
Yeah, because it's
Don't you
so
think?
much accumulating
We
now.
have so much.
We do too. We have like 3
we have
blue
3
boxes.
Yeah, we have 3
We have
big
2
bins.
big
Us too.
tall ones,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the 2 Herbie looking boxes for recycling,
Right.
and 1 regular box, and they're always jammed full.
Mhm.
So
I know. Well, right
I
now
think it
it's
should
not
come
so
more
bad because
often.
it's cold, so they don't stink. Like nothing stinks, right?
Yeah,
But the garbage, yeah. You
yeah. I
keep
guess
it
that
away.
wouldn't be okay. Keep it weekly, but I think it should be
Okay.
whatever. It is what it is. That's my gripe. We love to recycle. We want to do it more,
Yes.
but the garage
just-
it takes up
yeah.
a lot of room.
Just your wish list.
So come
That's
every
all.
week.
Mm-hmm.
Come every week. Just come on.
It'd be easy.
Come see us. But
Well, it's
those
funny,
guys,
How you? It's funny after a windstorm, how you look down
Oh,
the
and
street
it's
and then
all
you
over the
like,
place.
I think that's our blue box, honey. No, they wouldn't have our blue box. Look, it's out at the curb. That is definitely
It's
our
blue.
blue box.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
ours.
I know.
Ours is blue. And those guys are by themselves and they
Yeah.
unload. That's got to be a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of work.
And especially if things are mixed up, that's gotta
Yeah.
that's gotta drive people nuts.
Mm-hmm.
We have a client, Dan, who's Dan and Kelly, and Dan drives a recycle truck. He often
Oh,
does our
right.
house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's all right.
Which Dan. But yeah, those guys do great work. So thank you for all the work you guys do.
Mhm.
Same with the garbage guys, eh?
Yes.
I can't.
The
God
little
bless them.
appreciated
Oh,
jobs.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's
yeah.
why we bought the big
Oh.
Herbie Kirby so they wouldn't have to
Yeah.
lift the darn thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yep. For the recycling or the garbage? The garbage is
Garbage.
still to lift.
Well,
no. They we got the one where they just hook it up to the
Oh, the
lift
thingy?
and
Oh, yeah?
they, you just push a button, it dumps the thing, and
Gotcha.
then
There you go.
off they go.
Such a brown noser.
You wonder if they like those or they hate them because it takes longer to do it. I wonder.
I don't know.
I don't
We're
know.
still
I think it's
allowed.
less lifting must be horrible.
We can still use garbage bags because in the city everything has to be
In
in
the
cans
containers,
now.
yeah. We have the cans just easier when it rolls.
Mm-hmm.
But and don't make them too heavy for the guys.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
gets heavy. Okay, so get this. So last week, Sue, you were getting some sun,
I tried my best.
but
yeah.
Shawn, Kath, and I talked about a ranking, an article that the New York Times did about the top places to visit in 2017,
Mm-hmm.
and Canada ranked number 1.
Naturally.
It was pretty cool. There's another one out this week. U.S. News Best Countries Rankings, measuring global performance on a variety of metrics. So there's a whole bunch of different rankings of countries. One's best overall, adventure, citizenship, cultural influence, entrepreneurship, heritage, movers, open for business, power, quality for life.
Who did
So,
this measurement?
U.S.
say?
News.
Oh, okay.
Measuring global performance on a variety of metrics. So best overall, let me just click. I'm on the screen here, so it just takes a second to load up. So best overall, number 1 was Switzerland.
I knew it was going
The
to start with an
Swiss.
S.
Officially called the Swiss Federation, is a small country of Central Europe, made up of 16,000 square miles. So population just over 8 million. So let's go through this list really quick. I'm not going to go through every single one, but number 1 was the Switzerland. Number 2, our country, Canada.
Bam.
Yeah. Followed by the UK at number 3. Number 4, Germany, Japan, Sweden. The US is at number 7. Australia, number 8. Number 9, France. 10, Norway. So it goes on and on and on and on. But I want to get to some other of the rankings here. So that was best overall.
Okay.
Okay, so Canada's number 2. We also made, give me a sec to go down the list here. We also made the list on quality of life. We're number 1.
Wow.
Quality of life, we're number 1. Number 2, Sweden.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was Sweden. Sweden does really well in these types of things.
Yeah,
Yep.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Denmark. Number 4, Australia. Number 5, Norway. Let's see where the U.S. falls here. Give me a second, pulling the full list. This is quality of life rankings. Let me see if I can find the U.S. And it's not in the top 10. Netherlands, Finland, Germany, Japan, Luxembourg. No, the U.S. is number 18.
Really?
In quality of life.
That's surprising.
Interesting, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it used to be the American dream, right?
Yeah. But, sorry, I just want to, power, number 1 is the U.S. 2 is Russia. 3 is China. I'm not going to open that one because I'm sure Canada's not on the power list. No. Heritage, entrepreneurship. Let's see what else would be interesting here. Adventure. Let's look citizenship. Let's see where that one leads here.
I bet
number
you the UK is there.
Norway's number 1.
Okay.
Sweden's number 2.
Yep.
Canada's number 4.
Oh.
Number 3, right. Switzerland.
Uh-huh.
Canada's number 4. Canada scored 89.49 out of 100 on the 2016 Social Progress Index. So this is citizenship. Finland, number 5. Let me just see again if I can find the U.S. anywhere on here. It's not in the top 10. Germany, New Zealand, Australia, Netherlands. So it's quite interesting to see, the UK is number 11.
Mm-hmm.
Austria, Luxembourg, France, Ireland. The U.S. is 16.
A lot of
16.
Very European, right?
Yeah, a lot of
heavily European.
A lot of stuff in stuff in Europe, which is interesting. But it's pretty cool that we made that list again. Canada's kicking butt in these.
Yeah, we do.
In these global ranking lists as of late, which it should. Amazing country.
That's right.
What else is quality of life, power, open for business, movers.
How are we on open for business?
Let's take a look.
From an economic view?
Let's take a look, Sue.
Okay.
Miss Economic.
Okay.
Let's take a look. Number 1 is Panama.
Really?
Luxembourg, Switzerland, Denmark, Finland. I have to keep loading the page here.
Panama?
What, because the canal?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
You should be a professor, Dan.
I should not be professor, no. Oh, we're number 7. We're right behind the Swedes. Number 7. Canada takes up about 2/5 of the North American continent, making it the second largest country. 1 second, it's loading up again. Wait for it. The second largest country in the world after Russia. The country is sparsely populated, with most of its 35.5 million residents living within 125 miles of the U.S. border. Canada's expansive wilderness to the north plays a large role in Canadian identity, as does the country's reputation of welcoming immigrants. Let's see. Yeah, so we are. What's this here? Canada rankings overall. So overall, what they've done is they've taken all of these lists. So
Right.
adventure, citizenship, cultural influence, entrepreneurship, heritage, movers, open for business, power, quality of life. We were overall rankings at number 2.
Well, that's pretty good.
So we've averaged number 2, which is pretty darn good. Isn't that cool?
Look, yes.
So there you go. Okay. Now, before we go on here, let's what time for another quick little. I have time for another. Keep going. Kyle's giving me the go ahead to keep going.
Okay.
So we're not gonna. Who cares about commercials, really?
I
They
think
just pay the bills. Kyle said, "Go ahead, Dan. It's fine. It's fine." So before we take a little break here, so let's talk about a quick celebrity story. Kelly Clarkson, ready to walk away from her $8.75 million mansion.
Oh, poor little buttercup.
When they say walk away, they make it sound like she's gonna just walk away and throw in the keys, but that's not really what's happening. So. This is from Realtor.com. Kelly Clarkson is already gone from her Hendersonville, Tennessee mansion, and it could be yours. The singer's stunning estate with magnificent views is up for grabs for $8.75 million. So just a mere $8.75 million. If our market here in Windsor keeps up,
Yeah,
we could
that'll
see
be our average
one
price
of
here.
those.
definitely.
Jack Miller is the listing agent. The Hazel Eye Beauty shot to fame in 2002 when she won the first season of American Idol. Speaking of which, talking about bringing it back. American Idol.
Really?
Yes, she talks about bringing it back. Has been on the charts ever since. Her gated waterfront estate is certainly something to sing about. Completed in 2007, the place rests on a quiet cul-de-sac. The singer completely revamped the home when she moved in a few years back. The, get this, 20,000 square foot mansion
Oh my
Sits
goodness.
on a 4-acre lot and features an elegant fountain out front. There's a nice, beautiful foundation in front. There are 7 bedrooms, 8 baths, and 3 half baths. So really, there's 11
Do you think they have
baths.
central vac?
I hope so.
Just kidding.
7. So again, 7 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms. Who like? What,
I know.
What could you possibly
doing?
do with all that space?
I
We say
don't
this
know.
every time we see a celebrity story, but it's a fabulous luxury lake home, says Miller. It's amazing. It's definitely has Kelly's imprint. One of Miller's favorite touches is the seamless transition between the public and private rooms. When you come in the front door, it's elegant, it's breathtaking. But then when you come through the formal spaces, it transitions quickly and comfortably to a very livable but still very upscale space. All the rooms are large but not museum-like, he says.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know.
Hmm.
Indeed, the home features a grand foyer, a 2-story great room with fireplace, French doors, a mezzanine, and a spacious eat-in kitchen. The curved master bedroom includes bay windows overlooking the lake, an opulent chandelier, a fireplace, and a bathroom that's the size of a New York City apartment. The fun continues with a screening room, a kids' room with built-in bunk beds, and a game room with a cowboy bar, which looks really cool. It would suit our country event, our charity event really well,
Right. Maybe
which
she'll
is
come sing.
accessorized with horse saddle stools.
Wow.
So there you go. So if you're looking, for a 20,000 square foot home,
I was just looking for one the other day.
Were ya?
Yeah.
$8.75 million bucks, and it's all yours. Let's take a break. When we come back, let's talk about some upcoming listings.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Good
got
stuff.
lots going up. Okay, lots more to come right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
On AM 800 continues with broker owner Dan Gemus.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Lots of listings coming up, which is great. Shawn, Sue, want to talk about what's coming up? Who wants to go first?
I actually have a great open house today
So you
at
had your
340 in
hand
St.
up
Peter.
first. Go ahead.
I just cut right in. That's kind of what I
Yes,
do.
that's
It's
okay.
like the same at the office.
We love you for it.
Okay. So back to my open house. Yeah.
On St. Peter and
On
Lakeshore.
St. Peter and Lakeshore. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Lakeshore on fire, of course.
Yep.
So, awesome ranch here. And that's at 1 to 3 today. It's listed at 237.9.
Yes.
And I also have a great listing as well over on Albert. Sorry, 1473 or 1463 Albert for 149.9. And that the kitchen in there is just beautiful. It's been redone. So we've got offer presentations on that today at 6.
Okay.
So if you want to see it, you better get a hold of us fast.
Busy day.
Busy.
519-566-5565. Shawn, you're up.
Yes, we have a beautiful 4-level back split in Forest Glade,
Yes.
3003 Regis. So, the place is huge. There's 5 bedrooms, 2
Yep.
bathrooms. We're on an open house there from 12 to 2 today.
Yes.
And then looking at offers tonight at 7. So,
Okay.
come through the open house. I'm going to be baking fresh cookies as always. It's the first thing you smell when
Shawn
you get in the
always.
house.
Okay, Shawn is the baker on the team, okay?
Yes, he is. He's very good.
And the
He always
butcher.
shows- and the butcher and the
And-
candlestick maker.
Yep.
But that's fantastic. What else is going on, Shawn?
We've got a new listing coming in South Windsor. So if anybody's looking for a raised
Yeah.
ranch around, the high 3s,
Okay.
low 4s, so it'll probably sell for about 500,000.
Yeah.
We'll have that one ready to
Current
go.
market, yeah.
And we've got a nice fix and flip. One of the lovely ladies on our team on Bella Clava.
Yes,
coming up.
Balaclava in Amherstburg, yeah.
So
Listed.
that one's going to be really nice. That'll be priced
Gorgeous.
right
Yeah.
about
189.
189.
Yeah,
And you could literally move in and
It's great.
Stunning.
everything's been done. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks gorgeous. So yeah,
100
lots of
balaclava.
the amount of listings that we have that are upcoming has been
Great.
just amazing.
Things are hitting. Things
Yeah.
are hitting the market, which is great, right? And we're about to hit the spring market too, which is really gonna help things.
Oh, so exciting.
So listen, before we go, don't forget our tickets are now on sale. The Dan Gemus team presents Country at Heart, and we're super excited about it. $85 ticket, 65% sold out in the first week. Super exciting. It's going to be at Sprucewood Winery. Information at countryatheart.ca. If you are thinking of buying or selling, the Dan Gemus team would love to help. Shawn, Sue, Court, Kath would all love to come and say hello. Give us a call 7 days a week, 519-566-5565. That's 519-566-5565. You can find us online. What's the website?
dangemus.com.
What is it again?
dangemus.com.
dangemus.com. You got it. So that's our website, and we're not hard to find. Just Google us.
Mm-hmm. See all our
Just
great
Google
videos.
us. Yes. YouTube us. Google us. Do whatever you want to do with us.
Actually, really, really quick.
10 seconds ago.
I had a client that I said, how did you find us? She said, I asked my phone, I want the best real estate company in Windsor. And we were the first ones that popped up. And that's how we got the phone call.
Oh, thank you, Siri. Okay, there you go. All right, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye.